Hey everybody. This is Kim Ainari. How's everyone? I don't know if I'm going to have anybody here because I really didn't announce that I was going to be going live. Boy. So this is an extension of Brian Thompson's murder. I am just so fascinated by this. And I'm all in. I'm all in. And this is for entertainment purposes only. The tarot cards, which are right here. And so my whole thing is this is a really interesting murder. There are so many people, family and friends and people I work with that are all into this case. I mean, what the heck? If this was a Netflix movie or some star actor starring in this, I mean, I would be paying some bucks to go see it. And unbelievable. Um, Hi, this is Kim Ainari. Welcome to Paradigm Theories. Uh, Thanks for all my subscribers for hanging in there with me. I thought I would hop back on. I'm actually not doing too much today. And so I thought I would come on and say hi. I don't think anybody's here. I don't see anybody in the chat, and the chat is live as well. It's not been disabled. So, a little background. Paradigm Theories YouTube channel is very eclectic, and if you don't know that much about me, you can go on my About section. I do have another YouTube channel. Basically, I haven't been on there in a while. Hey, there's somebody here. And so I thought I would hop back on. This is not really going to be a tarot reading, though I may upload it. And I want to delve more into Brian Thompson's murderer. NYPD is working really hard on this case, and I find this whole thing interesting. Though my channel is all about unidentified flying objects and phenomenon, I am going to come back and talk about what happened to me and my family on Thanksgiving Day. It's a beautiful story, and I think I like to share that. It deals with people and animals and things that have transitioned out. And I think it would be helpful for people to understand of that when that happens with certain people, when they leave this avatar body and they are wherever you're at, but somehow some of these spirits can come back and visit you. So anyway, I'll do another, I don't know if I'll go live. I may just do a presentation. So anyway, I'm really into this Brian Thompson's murder. So if you are into that, that is what this stream is about. And I was so busy yesterday, I wasn't feeling all that up to par. It was there's so many people around me that are sick. I had to double up on orange juice and my elderberry syrup because I do not want to get sick. I just don't. So this is kind of the flu season and all that stuff. And so I always say, please take good care of yourself. So I just want to read a little bit about Brian Thompson. So he was the CEO of UnitedHealthCare insurance company. And in my really short YouTube video that I did yesterday, I did mention that that is my health insurance. And this guy, Brian, kind of shady. I do feel for his family. I question a lot of things that he was doing, right? And so right now, the investigators, NYPD, they are hot on this guy's trail. Like I said, I do feel that this person will be found. I feel like there's other people that are involved. So they are, man, it just, with so many other podcasts that are doing live interviews with retired NYPD, FBI, there's some CIA, there's people all into this. And so I really feel that all these people are I have kind of listened to last night, and I kind of formed my own opinions, but I want to go in psychically and let's delve more into the person that did it. And that's why I'm doing this live video. So, the guy, Brian Thompson, um, he, I want to say that, he was a really interesting dude, right? Here's the Wikipedia on this guy. So he was born because I mentioned that I wanted to do the gematria, and he was born on 7/10/1974. He was this poor guy, 50 years of age, celebrated his birthday. An amazing smart man, and but not smart enough, in my opinion. Um, and he died on December 4th of this year. He was age 50 in New York City. And so you have this guy that is doing some shady stuff. And he's a CEO. And so I heard that the company, United Healthcare insurance company, was being sued. And they were being sued. This was a few months ago. And by, I don't know what, I think it was the Firemen's Association. And Brian and other executives were dumping their stock. And so to me, it's shady, right? All this stuff was going to come into play. It was going to come out that United Healthcare Insurance, that you were being sued. You have to tell your stock, your people that have invested in your company. This was going to be well known. In fact, it was well known once that went out. So you have that situation with Brian. So you're doing some shady stuff months ago, and you're dumping your stock, and so the Department of Justice was looking into that. So you have that. Brian was married, and he was separated from his wife. And if you guys go back and watch my last video on him, when we were doing the cards, we were in the category of feelings. And I noticed the three of swords, which comes up sometimes dealing with somebody's heart, that you're going to have surgery, or have a lot of other people. You're married and you're seeing a lot of other people, or you're dating and you are seeing a lot of people. And so it did come up. And I did mention that. So he was separated. I believe that he lived like probably a block away. He had money. So he was maybe leasing out another house near his wife in Minnesota and two kids, but they were already separated. I have another thing that I'm questioning, and that is why his wife, when this went down, she was notified. And I don't know if she contacted NBC, or NBC contacted her, and she had nerve enough to go on. And I think she was already kind of detached because they weren't together. Maybe she was already seeing somebody else too. And so she comes on there, and I don't think she was live. So I don't know which way it went, guys. And she talks to somebody at NBC News that Brian was getting threats. And so United Healthcare Insurance, like all insurances, are messy as K. And these healthcare insurances, we here in the United States, you either have insurance through your employer, or you have insurance. There's the Affordable Care Act. You have insurance like I do. It's not through my company, that I pay monthly through the state of Nevada. And there's different tiers, just like for your job. If you have insurance through your job, there's different tiers that you can get. I was just talking to a friend of mine. This is last week before all this went down. And she was saying how her family of four, her husband, herself, and her two kids, and they're under six, I believe. And the family's paying $1,000. There are some people that are paying $1,400 on a monthly basis. So even though you may be having two incomes, that monthly payment is a lot. And God help you if you end up in the hospital. If you have a great job, it may not be anything, but for other people, it can be a lot of money. I also have a friend that works as a massage therapist. She's making great money and ended up in the hospital for one day. And so her bill comes. And so before she got on Medicare, and you're actually seeing the bill, and it was well over 100 grand. She was in the hospital for one day, $100,000. And so, okay, you're waiting to see if your insurance is what is your insurance going to pay? I have insurance. I don't know what her co-payment is. I don't know what tier she's on. I don't think this was through her job. So she's paying for it like I am. In fact, I think we share the same health insurance agent. So she gets that bill for 100 grand, long story short. And she has to, the insurance paid 90 grand of it, and she owed 10 grand. Now, if you're making great money, even people that are making 150, 170,000 a year, who has $10,000 that you can throw down? I don't know. Maybe a lot of people do. Maybe you can throw it on a credit card. And so, you throw down a couple of thousand, you still owe that much. So health insurance here in this country sucks. And God help even myself to even be in the hospital for a day or two because it's going to come out of your pocket some kind of a way. And it is something that needs to be revisited. So this guy, Brian, was stalked. And so all in the news, they have a picture of this guy, and it was a male. Some people were saying it's female, and I don't think it was a female. And so this guy, even though they were saying he was not a professional, this was not somebody that was a professional hitman from other podcasts I was listening to. Professional hitmen don't have the type of gun that this guy had. I don't own a gun, but watching the podcast, this man had a racket back every time he shot Brian. And it's because of the silencer. I think it was a silencer on this particular gun. And so that changes the whole dynamic of the gun that you have when you put a silencer on there. And so every time when he shot Brian, I'm not sure if it went in his leg, he kind of stumbled, or maybe he hit his back. I feel it went right through his heart or something. Excuse me. And then he shot him again. He racked it back. So the second time, shot him again. And then he went up to Brian and he shot him a third time. Blah. So this guy, I feel, will be found. He made a lot of stupid ass mistakes. And in my opinion, he was at Starbucks, and well, first he was at a hostel where I don't know that much about those types of places. There's a lot of people that backpack and go wherever around the world, and it's really cheap to stay. And so the flirty girl, the receptionist, told him to take his mask down, and he was flirting. That's why you see him smiling. And so she was able, and it was on camera. Smart woman. And so now we have a clearer picture. Now, I know that this guy will be found. Your face is out there all over the internet, and everybody knows someone. This guy was on a bus. He took a bus, I think, from Georgia or wherever, and they have that. And so he will be found. And I think he went to Starbucks. It was awfully cold in New York that morning. This took place at 6:45 on December 4th. And he was at a Starbucks. And I believe he ordered, or didn't order, he had coffee and some power bars. Like, dude, mentally gone, but on a mission to kill Brian. And so he goes and he didn't have gloves on. So he left his DNA. So they're going to go in. So many family members will do DNA. You have the Mormons with their family search, you have ancestry.com, and you have some other sites where you can swab your mouth and put that DNA, and guess what? It's in there. And so with the FBI and everybody on this dude will be found because there's going to be a trace of some family history, or someone's going to recognize that guy, and it's going to go down. Do I think once they find him, if it's going to be a suicide of some kind? I really don't think so. So, all right, here's the fun part for me, sharing a screen. And I had mentioned that about, let me see, the gematria side of it. Let me see if I can bring that up. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, let me get, let me see if I can bring my, I really want to try and see if I can bring up my PowerPoint for y'all to see. And I hope y'all can see this. Let me know in the chat. I don't see anybody in the chat. Anyway, can you all see this, what I'm showing here? Be honest with me. Say yes or no. So we have him being murdered on December 4th. And there he is. And so the gematria side of it, his July, when he was born, July 10th, I believe, 1974, he is the number 38, right? I went on some different ciphers. It's kind of interesting. And it showed some interesting things. So just what I'm going to do is show you the gematria side of it. And let me see if I can, this is the fun part for me, is sharing the gematria side of things here. So let me see if I can get of the actual ordinals. So these are ciphers here. Look at all these different ciphers, right? I hope you guys can see it. So you here have the main ones is the ordinal, reduction, reverse, and you have reverse and reverse reduction. I believe those are your top ones. So if we put his birthday, this is Brian Thompson's birthday. If we put 7, he was born on the 10th, 1974. These are the main ordinals. Again, I do subscribe to this website, and I hope you all can see this. Let me just turn this off. Let me know. You guys all see that? So look at these ciphers. So, and what does that mean? So you look at that, 710, 1974, and it adds up to 38. So, yeah. So let me go back. So let's scroll down and look at his letters and numbers that are associated. And is this referring to everybody that is born on 7/10, 1974? Yes, yes, yes. So it doesn't mean everybody born on July 10th, 1974 is going to be murdered like Brian. People can change their soul contract to change that dynamic. But let's just scroll down. We see the word death, right? These are just some words that are associated with him, killing. And he was killed. Too bad Brian didn't learn gematria. But anyway, so 38, you have, these are the letters and numbers, and you can see some things. Let me just get the database on that and make sure. So you have death, you have killing, healing, quitter, energy, fire, you suck, murder. I want to say that I want to go in some different ciphers. So let's take these off. I took a screenshot, but I didn't put it up. So we're going to do the standard cipher. We're going to do the Latin, Sumerian, Satanic, reverse Satanic. Now you can do all of them, but it just shows too much. I did the Fibonacci. Where's that? And the Chaldean. So let's update. And it's going to bring standard Latin, Sumerian, Satanic, reverse Satanic, Fibonacci, and Chaldean into his gematria. We're going to click on database. And so this is more, guys, this is, while I'm doing this, this is more of an extension of his gematria, right? Of letters and numbers. And so when you go into this type of knowledge, gematria, it does deal with Kabbalah. It's the Jewish mysticism of letters and numbers. Some people would say it's numerology. I think it's an extension of numerology. Where does all of this come? And there are many websites. There's so many books. So if you want to really get into the gematria side of things, you can definitely do that and learn it. It kind of shows, I know for me, when I do mine, that it was showing where I was working. It showed the street I grew up on. It showed the person I was involved with, that I had my son with, my ex. It showed his name. It shows my name. I'm the number 33, which is highly Masonic. And so I do believe in this. Is that 100%? It's kind of spot on. It's kind of spot on. It's kind of scary. So I feel like if you ever want to know more about your life and where it's going or what you should not be doing, to me, this is my last journey here on this beautiful earth. I do not want to reincarnate back. So if you don't want to reincarnate back, you better get yourself together. All right. So this is Brian Thompson's. This is dealing with his birthday month and year. So let's go back. Oh, sorry. Birthday month and year. All right. Still number 38. So we're seeing mushrooms, September. I'm just going to scroll down and look at that. 33, spelled out. All right. Vengeance. What do you guys think? This is his birthday month and year. Why would the word vengeance be coming up? Excellent. I think he had an excellent life. Cybersecurity. Let's keep going down. Crazy, huh? The Donald. That's interesting. Anybody else say anything that's interesting? Kidnapping. Well, I don't think he's been kidnapped. Yeah. So let's go back to the ciphers and just do the important ciphers. So let's just take off the standard. like I said, you can go in here. Derek, this website, he will let you go on there for free for a bit, and then you got to pay for it. And I tell people I do pay for it. I must be on the gematria maybe once a day. I just love it. I think it's an extension of knowing what the heck is going on with me in the world. So let's do update, and let's just bring his normal. Oh, I left the Fibonacci. I don't want the Fibonacci on there. Where is the Fibonacci? All right. So let's do the database. And this is just for the main ciphers. So he's associated with the gematria, death, killing. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? Isn't that crazy? So, and then you have traitor, marked. I'm looking at these words, guys. This is definitely something that was going to be going down with this guy. You suck. God's plan. Wow. So, what was really up with this guy, right? Like, what was going on with him? And it's unfortunate the way he passed. So, I want to end this stream, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to set up my tripod, and I'm going to be doing the tarot card reading on the person that murdered him. So we went into the gematria. We saw some things that were kind of foretelling of what may happen to this guy. So thanks, guys. Let me get set up. And I'm not going to be an hour or anything. Shouldn't take me too long. And we're going to go, or I'm going to go, because I want to delve more into this person that murdered him. So thank you for watching. I'm going to end this stream. Give me about 20 minutes. I'm going to heat up my tea. And hi, everybody. Come through the chat. Thanks so much. I'm going to come back and give me about 20 minutes. It's 11:28. Let me set up again. I'm going to have my tripod, and let's go into some tarot card readings on this guy that did it. I think that would be kind of interesting. Don't you guys think so too? Thank you for the like. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back a couple times. And but give me about 20 minutes. I'll be back, and I'm going to set up to do the tarot card reading. I'm really kind of interested to know more. All right. Thanks, guys. I will be back. Bye.